All right, there we are. Rise and shine. It's World Card Time and Dan, the Great Curator. It's another live stream on YouTube, Between Two Slabs, holiday edition. So everyone, happy Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever. If you don't even celebrate, then just have a happy, good winter time during this time. It's just a very festive time for everyone. So let's just have fun and love and excitement. And it's just a month of giving. And Dan, I guess he's out giving somewhere. We'll find out. But I hope everyone's got their presents ready, all bought and wrapped up, or whatever, your Hanukkah presents, whatever you are. I hope you're all done with shopping. I did it today, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking. Wow. I also got a booster shot yesterday, and I just told Dan before we went live on air that I got the bad side effects from it. I had body aches. Oh my God, it's Santa. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to a special Between Two Slabs with Santa himself. The great Santa curator is in the house, ready to do the show. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, it's Santa Claus. Hey Santa, how you doing? Welcome to Between Two Slabs.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Oh my goodness, what do you have?
The Asian Santa Claus. The Asian Santa Claus.
All right, like that. Oh yes. I left some 85C bakery on the at the doorstep for you, Santa.
All right, are we ready to do this? I'm in a good
mood. Yes, sir. Merlin's been a good boy.
Oh, have you now? Have you now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I got my package ready too.
The hair from the beard's in my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm choking here.
Oh, don't choke, Santa. We need you for Christmas. Oh, Santa's got to do something, I guess.
All right. All right.
Your hole has a little beard.
How do I look? How do I look?
You look great, Santa.
Yes. This is my Santa outfit. Okay. I thought I'd try it out tonight.
I hope you have lots of gifts ready for everyone.
Yes. Yes. I've been doing giveaways all week for the last 2 weeks, basically. And, sending stuff out to people, which is actually a lot of fun. I want to talk about that for a little bit here.
Okay.
But I got this Santa outfit here so I could wear it on Christmas to surprise Emily, because she's still young enough to
you may scare her.
Really believe in this stuff. So I wanted to kind of try it out. I got this in the mail today. I wanted to try it out.
Oh, you're not working at the mall?
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks
pretty good, it's kind of tight, to be honest. I've been working out too much, I guess, but I'm slim down. I'm a slim down Santa.
Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, Santa.
All right. So let's do this. What are we going to talk about first here? What's the first thing we're going to talk about?
Well, I guess, did you get up Sunday morning, Santa, to watch the World Cup?
I did. But one thing I want to talk about before we get into World Cup.
What's that?
You want to do a giveaway for this show, right?
Yes, Santa. Oh, also, Santa, I know you give gifts, but I also sent a gift to you, Santa. I hope you received it.
I did.
Yay!
I did. And we will open this up. We will open this up at the end of the show.
Yay!
Okay. So I got this. All right.
Right. Like the giveaway I gave last week, the person who won it didn't want it. And they told me to give it away to someone else. So we're going to re-give it away to someone else this time. And folks, at the end of the show, when I do the giveaways, let me know if you want it or not. Please confirm that you're on the show. So you have to be watching to win it. And then let me know you want it, because I don't want to call your name out and then you message me on Instagram and you say you don't want it. So I want to make sure you guys want it. The giveaway. But thank you for the person who, you didn't want it and they told me to give it to another viewer.
All right. So you got to watch till the end of the show, and then you're going to do it the same way that you've been doing it, where you just pick a comment randomly.
I'm going to pick some bunch of names and you're going to give me a random number.
All right. So you guys got to comment and then Merlin's gonna pick it, and then he's gonna assign a number, and then I will pick a random number at the end of the show, and that person will get whatever gift.
Yeah, let me know if you want a giveaway or not, folks. Let me know if you want in on it.
Is it a surprise, or do you want to show off the gift?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's a good one. It's a set of these Star Wars wrapper cards.
Oh, somebody passed on that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's given me, because he's a giver, not a receiver. And he's given me
my favorite kind.
He's given me a bunch of Star Wars cards to give out when I finally get 1,000 viewers or subscribers.
Awesome.
So he just wants to help me out, as that person did.
Okay.
So, thank you very much.
Okay, so some lucky viewer is gonna get one of those, get that entire set tonight.
And then I'm also going to give away this little baby Yoda sleeping sketch card.
Oh, okay? I know somebody who wants that. Jake, if you're in here, you want that. I see Chavaki.
I'm going to give that away. And then I'm going to give, I got one more thing here. Here it is. One more thing. It's, see this?
Okay.
See that?
Uh-huh.
And this is, I guess the printing whatever thing of it.
The printing plate or negative or whatever?
Yes, the negative, yes. It's the negative, and it comes with a COA with it and everything, and it got graded, and it's this. Okay, got it? So I'll send both of these, okay? So you know what it is.
Okay.
So it's super rare.
So how many giveaways are you doing tonight?
3.
3 giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
3 giveaways. All right.
Mm-hmm. And I gave a box of this Pixar out to the last night on my show. I did Merlin interviewed Adrian from ZV Sports Cards, one of our viewers who set up with me this weekend at the Premier Card Show in Southern California. And it was Vantage Lord Canada, whatever his name is. I think he's the one who does all the Merle World ones. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but I think that's the guy.
Is that him?
I think it is.
Okay. All right.
And so I have to ship it to Canada.
Well, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the weekend of card shows. We're going to get into the World Cup. But before that, I just want to talk about the giveaways real quick here. I'm having a great time the last couple of weeks doing these giveaways, sending off my junk to other people to have. But, in the spirit of giving, sending out these packages, it's a lot of fun. I think we might have to do one more. I'm going to do one more giveaway. Not tonight, because I don't want to steal your thunder from your giveaway, but I'm going to do another giveaway this week because I'm having a great time doing it, and I would encourage everybody out there to send gifts to your hobby friends, things that maybe you're done with, or you think somebody could enjoy. Go ahead and send it out to them, and then let somebody else enjoy it and make somebody's holidays. It's a lot of fun. So with that. Let's get into the card shows. My daughter's screaming. I think I don't know if you can hear her, but she can. I think she probably saw me dressed as Santa, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. So I might have to step off camera real quick. But tell me about the card shows this weekend. I have not done a card show since the last Dallas show in November. Okay,
this is as long as you've gone, buddy.
I hung out with you just for a little bit, but
just for the gold picking hour.
Yeah, the last hour and a half of the show. But tell me your experience. What was it? Was it just like old times? Was it bad? Was it good? Go ahead.
Well, I had low expectations. I just thought I was going to sell some, products like graded guards, and I had some really hot boxes. I had a case of Pixar, and I had a case of the Weiss Schwarz Star Wars. And I had a bunch of slabs, and all I thought I was going to sell was the products and maybe some of the boxes. And it was kind of totally the opposite. I didn't sell it. I sold one graded guard, and usually I sell 100 or more. So I was kind of shocked by that. But I sold a lot of slabs, and I sold out of all my Pixar boxes, and I sold out of all my Star Wars Weiss Schwarz boxes. So all the Weiss Schwarz product I had all sold out.
Awesome.
Within 2 days, I sold a Jason Tatum rookie green prism a BGS 95 True Gem. I sold my Ozzy Osbourne autograph card from Inkworks. I sold 2 Andre the Giant X-Factor cards. And I sold the autograph card from Leaf that I had of Hulk Hogan, Dan Marino, Larry Bird, and Don Mattingly. And then many more. I sold a lot of Boston Celtics rookies like Jaylen Brown and some Jason Tatum. So a lot of sports
people were out
did very
there
well.
spending money, huh?
They did. And I was pretty hard. I mean, everybody wanted to trade me for, especially the Tatum. That was the first that all the vultures were after. A lot of people were wanting to trade, and I was like, nope. First, they wanted to comp me on it. Then they wanted to trade on the comp, but I was like, nope. Like I had it for $2,000. I was like, if you're gonna give the comp, then give me cash.
I heard you talking about that last night on your show. I think I know everything's debatable. Everything is negotiable in a deal, right? But to me, I don't know if this is like common. I don't know if this is a common understanding, but I've always kind of treated it as like, you know, if I'm taking something in trade, if I'm trading down, right? If I'm trading down, I want more trade value for the card. So if the card is, let's just say the card is comped at $2,000, right? But and it's one card, and you want to trade me like a handful of cards for that. You want to trade up,
right?
And have me trade down. Essentially, I'm in the habit of asking for more than $2,000. I would ask for like 22, 23, 25 or whatever, right? Depending on the type of cards that I'm getting, because the way that I look at it is I have to do more work to sell, like, let's just say 5 cards versus 1. So I'm going to want more in trade value for that card. You know what I mean?
Okay, great.
So that's just usually my approach. Unless they give me a cash deal, like a cash trade, half cash, half trade, then I will adjust the values. But usually if it's all trade, that's what I try to go for.
Oh yeah. I mean, but luckily I was like, this is like one of the hottest players. Plus it was a green match prism. And eventually it did not take long for that card to sell. And someone offered me cash. So I took it.
There you go. So
money always talks, right, Santa?
That's what people have to understand. I really don't like the comp game, to be honest, when I'm doing my deals. Most of my cards don't even comp out anymore because most of my cards are super rare. But the cards that do comp out, I always just try to, like, you know, if you're going to be a trade, then you have to give more in trade value. But if you're all cash, then you can usually get a better deal than either at the comp or lower than the comp if there's another one readily available.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've had that debate with a lot of people a lot of times. Like, if my card is also available on eBay, then I'm usually going to try to be competitive with the buy it now value there. You know, I'll usually try to go a little bit. Maybe I might cut them a little break depending on my cost basis, or I might match the price, you know, depending on my cost basis. But that's what I usually do. That's just my mindset on that kind of stuff.
But other than that, it was a great, 2 good shows. We thought Sunday was going to be dead too because he did not sell as many tables for the dealers as Saturday's show. But I still sold strong on Sunday. It was still a good show. I was very surprised for the weekend. Thought I was going to come out of there making maybe a few $100. I came out of there making several $1,000s.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to have a nice holiday. So I went shopping today.
Makes me jealous that I wanted to set up too, but I told my wife, I told Ann that I would not be setting up anything for the rest of the year.
Right.
You know, I'll go to a show for a couple hours, but I'm not going to set up again, just because I'm letting her control the calendar. And that day we had to go do some ice skating thing.
And you didn't hurt yourself?
I didn't ice skate.
Okay.
I know better. Yeah. So my weekend was full of ice skating and Pepper Pig concerts. That's what I was doing.
Oh, Pepper Pig! You went to a Pepper Pig concert?
Yes. Yeah, and it was not as advertised. I thought it was very low budget, to be honest.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Anaheim.
Well, like where?
It's like some theater in Anaheim.
Oh, it was just a theater. Okay. It wasn't like at the pond or anything like that.
No, not that big. But anyway, so there was that. And then I was lucky enough to wake up early enough to watch the World Cup final
Right.
on Sunday. I want to talk about that a little bit here. That was a great matchup. It was crazy because I was watching it. I woke up a little bit later than after the start, right? So I started watching it for like 20 minutes. And at this point, it's like 2-0 going into like the 85th minute. And I was like, oh, awesome. Messi's going to win this. Awesome. So I checked some emails for like 2 minutes. I checked some emails. I come back. It's like at the 85th minute or something like that.
Right.
Come back. Suddenly it's 2-2. I was like, what the hell?
I know, right? That happened to me because I was watching the game when I was getting ready to go to the card show Sunday morning. And then I guess it was 2-0 when I started to load up to go into the card show. And when I went in to set everything up on the table, it was 2-2.
Couldn't believe it.
I was like, what?
Couldn't believe
that fast?
So then I started watching it, and it goes to overtime, and then nothing. And then they score, and I was like, all right, they scored. I think it was Argentina scored first, right?
Yes,
Argentina scored. And then I was like, all right, Messi's going to win this. Yes, awesome. And then Mbappe comes back or something, whoever scored.
Yeah, with a hat trick.
Mbappe comes back, ties it up. I was like, oh my God. And then it goes to penalties, and then they eventually won. But I got to tell you, like as just a casual soccer fan, not even that, less than a casual soccer fan, I was captivated by watching that matchup the last like half hour or an hour or whatever it was.
Oh no, it was great. I mean, that's definitely a high scoring game for a soccer match. Definitely 3-3 and then going in overtime. And it was very thrilling just to watch it. Whew. I'm telling you, that was fun. I even came home that night and watched it again because we were just watching it on someone's iPhone inside the card show. And I was watching it on my iPhone too when I was driving to the card show.
That matchup's going to go down in history. So I was very happy that I was able to watch that live and get to see everything.
What do you think? Do you think it's right now a bad time then to buy Messi or what?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We know by now that everything always drops off. After the season, after the final, everything always drops off. There's a big pop in the beginning because people are excited. They want to go buy something, but then there's always a drop off. So I wouldn't be buying any of that stuff right now unless it's a rare card that you don't think that you're going to get another chance at. But I wouldn't be buying anything that could easily be bought 3 months from now. You know what I mean?
Right. So you think everything's going to be highly inflated now?
Oh yeah, for at least a month, and then it'll probably go down. And then, to be honest, after a month, probably nobody's going to talk about soccer or care about soccer for the next like 3 years.
Even though it's messy?
Yeah, I mean, if you're already a soccer collector, then you're already going to be in it no matter what. But if you're just getting into it right now,
you're just in the mainstream.
Yeah, I wouldn't be buying anything right now unless it's super rare or you just really want it, right? And the way you gotta look at it is if you buy something now, you're buying it because you want it now, so you're going to pay a premium to get it in your hands now versus whether you could be patient enough to wait 3 months or so.
And then how about Mbappe? Same thing?
Same thing with Mbappe, but
even though he lost, he looked great. 3 goals, man.
God, incredible. He's like, I mean, a lot of respect for that dude. I mean, for me, I was debating whether I was going to buy into Holland or Mbappe, and I was going to go with Holland.
Right.
You know, I think he's like I think he might. At that time, I thought he was the better player. Now I'm looking at Mbappe. I'm like, oh my gosh, this kid is amazing. So I'm definitely a soccer fan after this World Cup. I'm going to be buying a little bit. Gearing up for if we do end up going to the London Car Show next year. I will be gearing up my soccer inventory a little bit. But it was just cool. It was just very, very cool to watch that. I wish they didn't have it every 4 years. I wish they had it like every 2 years or something like that. You know what I mean? It was very exciting to see that
put together
a competition for sure.
And it'll be here. The only thing also I was going to tell you, the only negative thing about Holland is that he is not on a strong national team. Norway is, just kind of mediocre.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. So he can qualify to be on the English team because he lived in England for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, growing up. So he can qualify to be on the English team. And it got me to wonder, like, a lot of these players, they look like they're not from those countries. You know, like they maybe lived in those countries for a little bit, but a lot of them are like, it seems like they're from different places and they immigrated to those countries and to be on those teams, you know?
Right.
It's kind of crazy. So just something to think about, I guess. Like that French team is just full of people that they don't have French names, you know what I mean?
Well, do you have to have a French name?
Yeah, if you're from France, right?
Right.
But anyways. All right, you want to move on?
What are we moving on to now? Let me go back here. Okay, you wanted to talk about the golden auctions?
Yeah. Hold on, let me take this off.
Okay. How much beer are you eating right now?
Yeah, all right. It's hard. All right. So golden auctions ended last week. The big auction everybody's talking about is the Aaron Judge ball that went for like 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly the controversy around that is supposedly the guy got an offer of 3 million when he caught the ball, but turned it down and decided to take it to auction and they were pumping it hard. Golden Auctions was pumping that hard. There was like an ad every day. They were doing like video packages of the couple who caught the ball and all this stuff. So they were pumping it pretty hard. And it ended at 1.5, which to be expected. I mean, I think that's a great price for that ball, considering it's not even it's just like the American League record ball, you know, but it's not like it's significant, but it's very in the moment significant. I don't know if people are really going to care about it a year from now, 2 years from now, or whatever it is, unless Aaron Judge just takes off and becomes the best player ever. But it got me thinking that I feel like sometimes when you get an offer, well, let me just say this. There are conspiracies and there's rumors that $3 million offer was not even legit. It was just done to hype up the ball, which I would probably tend to believe that, to be honest, that it was not a legit offer. But assuming that it was a legit offer, I feel like this is a lesson that I've learned the last year, that when you get an offer for something first time around, it's probably the best offer and you should take it. You know what I mean? Unless you have a buyer set up or something like that, but it doesn't really make sense to risk holding on to something thinking that you're going to be able to get more if you've got a strong offer to begin with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make. They get a card, like they might pull a super rare, like 1-of-1 card or something, right? And they get a strong offer for it and they'll turn it down thinking that they can get more for it later on. You know what I mean? And I think this is a perfect example of that. Assuming that offer was legit, I don't think it was, to be honest. So I think that this is actually a fair price for that ball. But I know for myself, I've got cards before, and I get a strong offer and I turn it down thinking that I can get more, and then I just end up holding on to the card later on and I can't move it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it just kind of made me think about that. You have any thoughts?
No, I mean, so what do you think? What's going to happen now?
What do you mean? They sold it.
They did sold it. So, well, I mean, what do you think will happen with the ball? You think it'll be sold again, like a year or two later, or what?
No, I don't think so. I mean, for if this was a card, maybe if this is a card, they might flip it. But with memorabilia, it's very tricky with memorabilia because it's so particular to the person who wants to buy it. So I think that the person who bought it, they're a collector. And they're going to hold on to it for a while, and that's just the way it's going to be. You know, I was hoping that Aaron Judge would have bought it.
I know, that's what I thought. That's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I thought he would buy it from the person who caught it.
I think he should have just bought it. He should have just totally.
He's got the money, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just signed like a $300 million deal or some crazy number like that. So he totally should have bought it. But it was just very interesting to see. And then just to round out the auction talk here, there was other auctions. It seems like every time there's an auction that ends, we always see a comparison post about it on Instagram this auction 1 year ago went for $100,000. Now it went for like $10,000 or whatever. Everybody's always highlighting like how much prices have dropped. And I was watching another auction too, like these Kobe credential cards, Kobe PSA 8 credential cards, which is one of the cards that I've been chasing for a while. It went for like under $10,000, those cards. And a year ago, that's probably $100,000 card.
What?
You know? Yeah.
That big of a difference?
Yeah. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking like, you know, I'm at the point right now where I'm so far removed from what happened where prices were like a year ago, you know, and I don't even have any cards that I bought that a year ago, you know, that were at really high prices, where I'm so far removed from that where I just don't even think about it anymore. I just think to myself, this is today's market price.
Yeah, today is today.
Yeah, today's today price. It doesn't matter what happened a year ago. I mean, if it was like a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, then I would consider that. But the market is so different today than it was a year ago or even 2 years ago.
Just be glad you didn't buy that card last year.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do these comparisons anymore because the market has changed so much. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm always like I'm more optimistic about the hobby. Of course, I'm more bullish on it. So I always look at it like, oh yeah, this is like great buying opportunities. You know, these cards that were seemingly unattainable a few months ago or even last year, now they're within, you know, within striking distance for a lot of people, you know, or some people at least. So that's the way I kind of look at it. I think it's good for prices to be where they are right now because it allows a lot of people to buy the cards that they've always wanted, to build collections, to obtain grail cards. And it doesn't price out the majority of the hobby, I think. So that's good.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think these people that have these cards, I think they know what's up. You know, I don't necessarily feel bad for them, because I think they're probably, you know, taking losses so that they can offset their gains for tax purposes and things like that.
And that's a huge loss.
Otherwise, why would you send your cards to these auctions if you know they're not getting the type of, you know, they're not getting the results that people are expecting, right? You know what I mean? So I feel like people kind of know this and they're just sending their stuff. They're just cashing out whatever they can. And they're just,
so if you had an $80,000 loss, you can write that off.
Well, you know, I don't want to get into deep discussions about tax because some idiot's going to try to blame us for that. But yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah. You can write off your profits with your losses if you do it in the correct way.
True.
Which, by the way,
or you'll jump off a bridge, one or the other.
I've said this before many times. You know, you would be doing yourself a favor if you studied tax law. Okay. If you study tax rules,
okay.
If you understand the tax game, then you can save a lot of money and you can reinvest that money, but you have to understand the rules. So I always encourage people to educate themselves about that stuff. And let me show you just to show you, since we're on this topic.
You show us your hair? Okay. Let's see it, Dan. Show us. Oh, he's bringing the book out. We're getting some education here.
Get this book. I've said it many times. Get this book. It's on Amazon. It's like $15 on Amazon.
That's it.
Get this book. Read it. It will save you a lot of money over time. Okay. It will save you tens of thousands of dollars over the course of your life if you get this book. Read it.
Nice.
All right.
You heard it from Santa.
Yes.
Tax-free wealth.
Let's move on.
Okay.
I want to talk about something that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Which is?
Why DC cards are not valuable because of the DC cinematic universe, which they just can't get going, right?
Right.
So we talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago. I can't remember exactly when, but we talked about how, like, you know, Marvel cards are so desirable because they are relevant to our culture right now. They keep pumping out all these movies and the movies do well and it makes people become fans of Marvel and they want to collect Marvel stuff. And DC, which has characters that are just as awesome, just as valuable, just as historic as Marvel, their cards are not relevant because their movies are not relevant, and they can't build any type of momentum with that because they keep doing all these things to change up their movies, right? They're not following the Marvel formula for movies, and they keep trying to do all these creative things that just mess up the movie. And now there's a lot of drama around it because apparently The Rock, his movie Black Adam bombed
at the
box office, yes. And
they
were advertising it as building a whole cinematic universe around this movie with The Rock being a main character in it. And now they're basically scrapping that idea because they brought in a new director, James Gunn, and he's basically saying
he came from the Marvel world.
Yeah, he was the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. He's coming in and he's saying, you know what, we're going to start over. No more Henry Cavill as Superman. No more Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. No Flash.
Oh, really?
No Batman. You know, I think they're going to keep the Robert Pattinson Batman one, but Ben Affleck as Batman is gone. You know, they're just starting over.
But the Robert Pattinson one was not involved with the rest of the DC universe. That was a one-off or separate.
Right. No,
but I loved it. I don't know if you love it like that one or not, but man, I love that Batman, the Robert Pattinson one.
I was not a huge fan, to be honest.
I thought it was brilliant. I like it like that. I kind of like more realistic, edgy, dark. I like that.
So here they go again. You know, they're scrapping 10 years of continuity that they've tried to build, and they've had some bad movies, but they had some really good ones. Aquaman was a great movie. Wonder Woman 1 was a great movie.
Yes, that Wonder Woman first one was good. Yep.
Henry Cavill as Superman was cool, even though his movies were not that great. You know, they're scrapping 10 years of continuity and they're building it up again, and they're probably going to rush it to try to catch up with Marvel. So they're going to do all this shit to rush it, and it's not going to make sense. And this is why, these it's hard to collect DC stuff because it's just not relevant. You know, and I don't foresee it being relevant because unless they stay true to or close to the source material, if they keep taking all these creative liberties with these movies and the characters and their storylines and all that stuff, people are just not going to be connected to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm kind of sad. I think The Rock misplayed it, to be honest. I think that he should have never been Black Adam. Black Adam is like the worst character for him to play. He should have played like Green Lantern. He should have been.
Oh, really?
He should have been, because he wants to be a hero. He wants to be the main character, and the main character of any movie, superhero movie, cannot be a villain. They keep trying to do these anti-hero movies like Venom and Black Adam, but they're not popular because people don't want to root for the villain. You know what I mean? They want the villain to be the bad guy. They want the hero to be the main character of the story. So for him to try to be the anti-hero and be Black Adam and all this stuff, it just was a big disconnect for a lot of people. I think that's why the movie didn't do so well.
But the movies like The Joker did very well.
Which Joker? Oh, you mean Heath Ledger's?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Was it? Did it do well?
Yes, it did very well.
I mean, I wouldn't consider him an anti-hero though. You know what I mean? Like even a movie, even a very popular character like Venom.
Right.
Did his movies they did
but
somewhat
that's just
well.
So silly though.
Yeah, they did somewhat well.
I couldn't even get through the second one.
Yeah, but they're not building, you know, I mean, where's Venom? They're not building a whole franchise around that character. You know what I mean? It would have been the same thing with Black Adam. Like they tried to make it like an anti-hero. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Whatever. It just didn't work out for me. I think he should have played Green Lantern. He should have played Jon Stewart. Then they could have built a whole thing around him being the good guy, and that would have worked better. You know what I mean?
Then did you see Black Adam yourself?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay. And what'd you think?
It was not good. It was terrible. You know, it was terrible. It felt rushed. It wasn't true to the source material. I mean, I can get over. Everybody says The Rock was a bad actor. I can get over his acting because I like The Rock. I like to see him out there. You know what I mean? But I don't like when the story doesn't make sense. And that story didn't make sense. And that's why I didn't even watch it in the theater. I waited till it came out. It's
mostly the writing and directing that causes what it to be. And not really the actor.
Yeah.
Unless you miscast, and that's your fault too.
it's so easy with like comic book movies. You've got source material. You've got stories that have already been written. You just have to adapt it for the screen. And these people, they just keep these producers or directors or whatever. They just keep trying to like be creative with their material, and they change up the storyline, and it just doesn't make sense. So, anyways, that was what bends my corner this week.
That was bends your corner. One movies.
Yeah. So let's get to mail day.
Oh, are you going to go see Avatar?
I don't. Not in the. I want to, but it's like
I'm in a theater, man. That thing looks so beautiful. I have to see it in 3D.
It's hard
when
you have a kid. It's hard to get away for a movie for 3 hours.
You don't think you put some 3D glasses on Emily and she'll sit still for a while?
Hell no. Hell no.
For 3 hours? It's a 3-hour movie.
You obviously have never been around kids long enough.
I have.
Okay,
that's why I'm laughing.
Kids could never, ever do that. So it's hard to get away. I want to see it. It looks like a great movie.
Yeah.
And here's another thing that bends my corner. Okay. Now this is between two movie chairs. Okay. We're changing up talk.
Cisco and Ebert here.
Avatar. When it came out, I remember watching it. It was an amazing movie. Mm-hmm. Amazing. I watched it twice in the movie theater because it was so great. And then 13 years goes by. And who cares? And it's like I don't care about it anymore. It's too long of a gap for me to care about that storyline.
Well, how did it do this weekend? Well,
I think it did well, but I don't think it made enough money to cover how much it cost.
Is it going to make that $2 billion?
Yeah,
that it needs to make.
Yeah, it's just too long. It's just too long. But I mean, I'll watch it. I watch it. It looks like an amazing movie. I'll watch it. It's just like I wish that they would, if they're gonna try to do trilogies and make franchises, they got to come out with this stuff a little bit sooner before we forget. You know what I mean? I have this problem with TV shows also, like Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with it. Okay,
yeah, I was too.
I have to wait over a year for the next season to come.
I don't think it's gonna come out till 24.
I'm not going to care about it. You know what I mean?
Oh, you will too.
At that time.
You'll come back and it'll be so hyped.
There's so much content out there to consume right now. We are living in the golden age of entertainment right now. There's just stuff that you can watch everywhere on every platform, movie, TV, or whatever. So I feel like they have to come out with this stuff a little bit sooner to really capitalize on people's attention. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
and did you see White Lotus?
No, I didn't. I don't.
Oh, you have to watch it, man. Whew. So good. Season 2 was the best.
You know what I'm watching right now? Okay,
since we're talking about
this, you know what I'm watching that I really love right now?
We are pop culture guys, so we can talk about pop culture.
The TV show Yellowstone. You ever watch that?
No, I've kind of wanted to. I'm kind of interested.
Oh man,
so many friends do watch it.
I love it. I love that show. Something about being out there, cowboys, and living it, and roughing it on the whatever you call it, the country and stuff like that. I don't know. It's cool to watch like the tough guys, be badasses and stuff like that. I've watched all 5 seasons and I love that show a lot. So I would recommend that show.
Oh, nice.
That's the current one that I'm actually watching consistently every week.
And how many seasons are already out?
5.
5 seasons. Wow.
Yeah.
And how many episodes? Like 10 per season?
Yeah, something like that.
Then maybe I should start watching that in the winter.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun, crazy show. But after you watch it, you're gonna be like, okay, I need to get a cowboy hat. I need to start.
Oh man, I can see you in a cowboy hat, Dan. Wow.
I could see it. I could do it. I could rock it.
I can see you on a horse.
I need to take a trip to Montana. That's where it supposedly takes place.
Right.
So, oh, man, okay. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Any mail days?
Yeah.
We got a lot of comments. We got to get to all these comments.
I know. We will get the comments after we do all this talking, guys. So bear with us. Well, this arrived Saturday at my doorstep in the mail when I came home Saturday from the card show. So I want to show this one to you. Can you see who that is?
Oh, is that a sticker? Messi sticker, or what is that?
No, it's kind of like a 4-sided card, or 2-sided with 4
Is that a
players
rookie
on
card?
it. That is, 2004. That's another version of his rookie, of Messi's rookie.
Look at you. So you bought that. You bought that after he won the.
No, I bought it before. No, because it arrived Saturday.
Yeah. Did the price go up or down on that card?
Oh, went up, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't grade well, so a 7's pretty good. Because a lot of them are listed on eBay or 6s. I got this off ComC.
Okay, cool.
So promoting ComC there. So I'm glad that's a keeper for sure. I bought that just at the right time. Okay. How about you?
I got a couple things here.
Okay.
I made a trade. This was a trade. I didn't buy this. I traded it, which I thought was super cool. So I traded a bunch of cards. I traded up to get this. This is a giant size X-Men #1. It's a comic that I've been trying to get all year. It's in a grade 5.5, graded by CBCS, which is like the second tier grading company of comics, right? CGC is #1.
They're like the PSA.
Yeah. So this would be like, I don't know, Beckett,
okay,
or SGC if you want to compare it to them, right? So I got this in a trade, which I thought was pretty cool. The guy gave me a really great deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack it. My first time ever cracking a comic book.
Cracking comics.
But I'm going to
heard that one before.
I'm going to send it out to somebody to do it. I'm going to send it to a professional to crack it. They're going to apparently press it and clean it. Okay? And then we're going to sub it to CGC, and we're going to see if we can get at least a 5.5. If I get a 5.5, I'm making money. If I can get a grade bump.
Oh, so it's just like PSA. If you get the same grade or better, then you're making money.
If I get a grade bump, then I'm really making money on it.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this, but I'm super excited because this is like, I just love this cover. To me, this is an iconic. I'm trying to get it there so there's no glare.
There you go. Right there.
It's an iconic X-Men cover. I just love it.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful. I would take it as is, to be honest. I would just like keep it as a display piece, but I want to try this experiment and see if pressing and cleaning actually makes a difference.
Now, what makes that comic so special?
It's 1975. It's just the first appearance of, let me see here. First appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler,
on the thing. Wow. Okay.
Colossus, and Thunderbird.
Wow.
And it's just considered one of those key comics that everybody wants to collect.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I actually have a poster of this cover in my office, a framed poster of this because I love it so much. So I want to get a high grade of this someday. I want to get like a 9.6 or something like that, 9.4, 9.6 version
of that same comic book. How much would that be worth?
Oh, that's like over $10,000. Probably like close to like $15,000.
Dang.
So I'm not going to be buying that anytime soon. But this one as is about two grand. And if I can get a grade bump, it could maybe go up to like 3 or something like that. So pretty cool. But you know what kind of like I don't understand? I'm still learning the comic game. Okay. And if anybody's in the chat that knows comics, feel free to comment on this. It's amazing to me that you can actually take this comic out. You can clean off the stains. So there's a stain here. You can clean off the stains. You can press it down to get rid of the creases, and that's acceptable. And they don't consider that altering the comic at all.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Where with cards, there's a big debate. Like if you clean off a stain, if you try to straighten out a bend corner or something, that they consider that like altering, basically, right? There's a lot of people do. A lot of true hobbyists consider that. But with comics, it's like commonplace, I guess, right? There's guys
so they have professionals who know how to like do cleaning on the comic books.
Yeah. So just like we have like Mr. Minty, right? They have their own pressers and stuff like that do this. And I asked for some referrals. So I got a referral from this guy. I'm gonna try him out and see if he can work his magic on this. So we'll see. So it's gonna take about like 3 to 4 weeks to get this back.
Okay.
from start to finish. About 3 to 4 weeks to get this back. So we'll see if I can get the grade bump on this. But I just think it's an interesting concept that you can do that with comic books. And you know what's also interesting about comic books? It's like they grade the inside pages too. You know what I mean? So when you slab it,
do that?
When you slab it, you're never gonna open it. You're never gonna see the inside pages, but they grade the inside pages, and that impacts the overall grade of the book. So
right, I assume because if you had a couple torn pages, that wouldn't be kosher.
Right. I don't know. It's a whole different market, a whole different game. But I'm very interested to learn about this. We will be talking a lot more about comics going into next year. You might even see me bring some comics to sports card shows and things like that because I'm very interested in this market. So this is pretty cool. So that was a really cool pickup. And then this was not a pickup. This was actually a custom order gift for me. But my friends at Phantom Displays made me this custom acrylic case for my 92 Marvel Masterpiece sealed box. So I think this is pretty damn cool.
That's sweet.
So I've been, like if you follow Pokemon or any TCG markets, they have these booster boxes that are a little bit bigger than this. And they have acrylic cases for their booster boxes, which I think is pretty cool, right?
But the company already makes?
What's that?
The company already makes for the Pokemon?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people make them,
okay,
right? So I always wondered, why don't we have acrylic cases for our wax, right? We care about our wax. We want to preserve it. If this had a dent in it, if I dropped this and it had a dent in the box or the seal had a hole in it, it would affect the value for sure.
Oh, right.
So why don't we have anything that protects the wax? I don't understand. So I asked him to make me a version of the acrylic case for this, and he did, and I think it's awesome. And I think I'm going to say it right now. I think that this is going to become a thing. I think that people are going to want to get acrylic displays for their wax, not only just to protect it, right? It's a hard acrylic to protect it, but also it makes it look cool when you display it. I think that's going to be a thing. So, any thoughts?
That's beautiful. Nice.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. What else are we gonna do next?
Okay. Do you have anybody you want to shout out? Before we get to comments?
Well, let me. Yes. Let's see here. Do we have any shout outs here? No, not today.
One person I will shout out for our weekly shout outs here is our friend Stephanie MamaBreaks.
Oh, yes.
Shout out. I've been noticing that what she's been doing lately at shows is she's kind of like marketing herself as being doing these kid scavenger hunts.
Yes, and I participated
at all these shows.
In it on Sunday.
She does, and so what she does is she creates like a punch card, like a bingo punch card or something. And if you're a kid, you got to go around the show and you got to find different dealers, and then you get a punch, and you get a gift bag at the end of it. So I just think that's really cool. I mean, I don't know if I'm pretty sure nobody's paying her to do this. I think she's just doing this on her own, but I think it's a great thing that we should have at all card shows, just to get the kids involved, to kind of give back to kids that maybe they don't have money to buy all the expensive stuff that we have at shows, so they get some free cards and things like that. They get to meet people, and I think it's just a great way to make the show a little bit more interactive. So I applaud her for that.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, there was definitely more kids at Sunday's show than Saturdays, and I think it's because of the scavenger hunt that she held.
Right. Okay, so with that, let's get into the comment section here. I know we got a lot of comments. I want to try to get to everybody here. One thing I'll say, I noticed this in your live yesterday. People were getting upset that you weren't clicking on their comments. So
I had just started.
we will try.
Like
we will try to
give me a break.
Yeah, we will try to click on everybody. I know Merlin's a little bit slow when it comes to the comments,
so
shut
up.
We'll try to click on them or get everybody.
This was at the beginning of the show too.
Attention here, right? I saw some guy. He got really mad at you.
I know. I was like, give me time here, brother.
Yeah, and
plus I had Adrian talking. I couldn't get Adrian to shut up, man.
I was talking a lot of shit in the comments too, and you weren't even highlighting my comments, so I was upset about that too. I had a lot of
you disappeared.
Zingers.
Yeah, I was gonna block you, man.
When I jump into the comment section, I have no filter. I'll just let people have it in the comment section because I feel like I'm not obligated to maintain any level of decorum. So if you ever see me in a comment section, you may be surprised by the things that I start throwing out there. But anyways.
Andrew, happy holidays, Dan and Merle. I was wondering, are you guys buying Mario Brothers Panini cards? Is it actually a good investment or have future potential value? I think so, especially with the movie coming out this coming summer. It looks pretty good, and those chase cards look really cool. We saw some at the Dallas Card Show, and the guy had them already graded PSA 10s. So those were really nice. If you
those weren't 10s. Those were like low grades.
They were the ones he had. I thought he had a PSA 10 of them.
Yeah.
A PSA 9. He didn't.
No, they were like 6s and 7s.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Well, excuse me, folks.
but they were really cool. So yes, I do think
they're from Germany. I think.
So like they're from Europe. You can buy them in Europe. I think they're really cool. I think Mario Brothers is like one of those IPs that checks all the boxes for me. It's nostalgic. It's a huge fan base. It's relevant. They continue to make content around it. Like Merlin said that they're making a movie of it next year. They're also opening like Nintendo World at Universal Studios in February. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be huge. So I do think that it does have a collector base. Is it something good to invest in? I don't know. I don't know what these things go for. I don't know if there's any rarity in those cards, but I would assume that if you could find like the one of ones or the rarest versions of it,
right,
or the highest grades of it, then you can probably make some money on it. Assuming that you buy it raw, you grade it and stuff like that. So I might even get into it, a little bit if I can find
you will.
If I can find some, I'll get into it because video games are so nostalgic. It's just going to be one of those things that people would love to collect. I bought some of the 90s, the 1989 Nintendo stickers. I've had a few of those. And whenever I get those, I usually sell it really quick. So I definitely think that it will be something that you want to collect.
Most definitely.
I'm not going to go out there and say that it's going to be huge or anything like that, but it all depends on demand. So if there's enough demand for it, then it'll be a good investment for you, Andrew.
I noticed most of these that you have to buy. I wanted to buy a box or a case, but it was going to have to be an import purchase.
I was looking at it too on eBay. So
I know.
Who knows?
Let's go. Maybe not now. Oh my goodness! Listen to those sirens. Sorry about that. Adrian, my guest last night on my show, CV Sports Cards. What's up, champs? What's up, Adrian? Thanks for being on my show last night. Andrew, hello, Daniel Claus. Daniel Claus. Carlos, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, brother. CV Sports Cars, is that Mr. Wood sweater? Yes, it is. It's Barry. But it is, Mr. Wood. The clickbait last year from COVID. Joe Champagne, Santa Curator. Papa Jim, woohoo! Hello, guys. Merry Christmas from Texas. Happy holidays to you, Papa Jim. James, did you get the 1989 Nintendo Hobby Box? That's awesome. Mind if I ask what was the cost?
He might be talking to somebody else.
Okay. I thought you had one. You never
Not
had?
A box. Not a box.
I've seen them before, though. Axel C. Hey, guys. Happy holidays. That Santa and the Merle sweater are on point. Let me find out, Merle. Let me find out what. Matt Voltaggio. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Matt. Papa Jim, this is my comment, and yes, I'll want that giveaway if I win it. Yeah, Papa Jim, you're in it, okay? Shavaki, I want all that Star Wars. You're on it too. I got you on the list. James, got you on the list, brother. Jake Ryan, OC, what the hell is it with all those amazing gifts? You're on the list then, Jake.
I think I'll comment on that too. I just think it's fun to kind of reward all the people that support us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All these these names that we see here: Jake, Ryan, OC, James, Esslinger, Chavaki, Axel, Emmanuel, Papa Jim. You know, we see these guys every week, and I don't know why they tune in to listen to us talk every week. I don't know why. You know what I mean? So we really do, me and Merlin, we really do appreciate all you guys that support us week to week. We know that there's a lot of content out there. Everybody has a show, everybody has a podcast. So we appreciate the true diehard curator army members, the Merlin maniacs,
yep.
the BTS army. Somebody just told me that our Between Two Slabs also says BTS.
Oh my gosh, it does, right?
So we are we appreciate all the BTS army members out there that support us. So we just love to give stuff away. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Plus, again, I've said this to all month. This is my favorite time of the year. I'm always in a good mood. Despite all what the trolls try to get me, I'm always in a good mood. So it's just natural for us to want to do these giveaways.
I hear you, brother. Let's see who we got next. Axel C. This World Cup final was the craziest heart attack of a final I've ever seen. I almost passed out twice, guys, but happy the GOAT won.
Yeah, such a great moment. I love his like storylines like that where you want like the legend to win and succeed and things like that. You know what I mean? So It just worked out perfectly.
Emmanuel. Love the show. I hope you guys can do a giveaway on YouTube one day. I don't use Instagram. Well, we're going to give it away here, but you may need you on Instagram.
Yeah, so Merlin's doing his giveaways on YouTube. My giveaways will be on Instagram.
Okay.
But you need to get Instagram, Emmanuel. That's how everybody in the hobby interacts. Even if you don't post anything, you got to be on Instagram to DM people.
Just to reach out.
Yeah.
Mr. Flocculator. Happy holidays, everyone. Ditto. Mr. Flocculator, again, I agree. Always a premium for trading one card versus multiple cards. Yep, so true. James. Oh, James, good to see you, brother. Merle, glad to see you like selling boxes a lot easier than singles. Yeah, it was a lot easy, especially when you have hot wax. It was like hot butter, hot wax. Andrew, World Cup was amazing. Mbappe already won a World Cup in 18, but he is special. Definitely the future of soccer for many, many years to come.
Amazing performance. But going back to what you just said, yeah, wax always sells well at shows. I just don't like carrying all those boxes, but it's really easy to sell if you can sell it to the market price.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. And there's like no negotiation. The market price is whatever it is. You know, you might give a couple bucks off, but you're not going to be giving like 80%, 80% off of a wax, So
especially
people
when you're selling it.
Yeah, people will just pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, one thing I did notice about the show on Saturday is like I saw a lot of people trying to like get like 70% at comps and things like that. So definitely a lot of
was that you?
No. A lot of lowballing going out there right now, which is interesting.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have the cards that they were lowballing me on. Andrew, are you guys going to watch the World Baseball Classic? Starts in March, shortly before the regular season. I have no clue what that even is. I'm not a baseball.
I'll watch it. I like the World Baseball Classic actually.
Is this like the World Cup of baseball?
Yes. And you know what's interesting? You know what team dominates?
What? Australia?
Japan.
Japan okay.
Usually dominates at the World Cup or World Baseball Classic. So it'll be interesting to see. And America doesn't do very well.
Where is it held?
All across the country, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, is it going to be held here in the U.S.?
I remember years ago. Yeah, it's going to be in the U.S., I think.
Okay.
years ago, I went to a World Baseball Classic game in like San Diego, so I got to see Japan versus Korea in San Diego. That was pretty cool. I'm going through the comments here. Sorry, guys. I can't highlight all these comments because a lot of you guys are talking to each other, but I'm going to try to get to as many as I can.
The USA won it last time, I heard. Okay, we got next. Let's get one. The curator is heavily thinking, everyone. He's wondering who's going to blot next.
There's a whole. I mean, no, these comments are not bad. It's just that there's a whole.
I know. I'm just joking.
A whole conversation about Avatar in here. We don't need to. I can't highlight that stuff, but
okay. They're just chiming in on the conversation we had earlier. Mm-hmm. Okay. I did not know USA won last time. Adrian CV Sports Cards. Go watch Expanse. Best space series since Battlestar Galactica. I heard that was a good series. I heard some of my friends told me. Some reputable friends of mine. Shavaki, I'm curious about that. Keep us updated, Dan.
She's talking about my experiment with this. Yes.
Yeah.
I will be
cracking, not just cracking slabs, he's cracking a comic.
Yeah, I will be posting a lot of content about this.
You don't see many people doing that. So that'll be pretty interesting. Axel Street, great pickup, Merle. He's talking about this, my Messi rookie card from 2004. It's called Monday Chromo Top Liga. I have that Messi card too. Interesting fact, it has Messi's first two names wrong. It's also the only Messi rookie that has the error on the front side of the card. Yeah, Axel, see, I was wondering that because when I saw his name on there and it says Luis Leonardo Messi, and I was like, is that the actual Messi? And then I looked at his Wikipedia and the name does not match. I thought that was really odd, but I started doing more research, and this is Messi, but that's not his real full name. It's really weird. So I was like, okay, that's odd. Shavaki, are you planning on selling it? Which one is she?
Yeah, I'll sell it.
Shavaki wants the comic book. Yes.
Yeah, eventually I'll sell it. I'll enjoy it for a little bit, but if I get a good offer, everything's always for sale.
Especially the pumpinator there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to pump a lot of that. I'm going to pump this to the moon. To the moon.
All right. Who got next? Dimension Collectibles. What's up, dude? One of my Grail comics. Great pickup. Carlos, how much are the cases?
Are you talking about this? I think he's talking about this, right? This display case. This was actually a custom order for me. So these are not for sale, but the reason I'm showing it off is because I want to help promote Phantom Displays because the guy's really cool. So if he has enough interest in these acrylic, he can place another order for these. So I don't know what they will go. I don't know, $40 or whatever it is. I'm not sure, to be honest, but contact him on Instagram, Phantom Displays. And if he gets enough interest in this, he'll do like a pre-order and he'll order more of these.
Okay. Phantom Displays.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be cheap. Don't think they're going to be like $10 or anything like that. They're probably going to be like $40 or more if they're comparable to the other acrylic cases for TCG.
Okay.
But it's worth it, guys. Like it will protect it's hard acrylic. It will protect your boxes. And they display well. It's crystal clear. There's a magnetic top to this. Let me.
Oh, there is. Okay, I was wondering how
there's
it works.
There's a magnetic top to this, so it seals up pretty well. I don't know if it's UV protected. We got to ask him about that. I don't know if it is UV protected, but it's nice. It's a great way to display your wax.
Shavaki, is she the one that did it at Del Mar? Yes.
She's talking about MamaBreaks?
Yes. That did the children's scavenger hunt. James, Dan influenced me to buying my first graded comic, and I love it. It is in my videos on my YouTube channel. I'll have to check it out, James.
James, don't say that. You're going to get me in trouble, okay? Don't ever
What? Why?
Guys, you can't say that I influenced you. Okay, you cannot say that I influenced you.
Okay.
You're gonna get in trouble. All right, guys. All right.
You're gonna hate him one day, James.
I'm a content creator. I'm not an influencer.
Oh my! What's something wrong with your eye? Oh my goodness. Andrew, thanks for another great live stream. Have a great Christmas. You too, Andrew, as well. Happy New Year too. Jake Ryan, those comments made me laugh a good bit.
He's talking about my spicy comments yesterday in your live.
Yeah, why'd you go in there and make spicy comments? Trying to cause fights in the chat room.
That's what I do. I'm an instigator.
Oh my goodness.
I'm an instigator.
James, I bring comics to sports card shows along with coins. And how do they do?
I've seen people do that. I've seen people bring like
coins
silver, gold eagles, things like that to shows. I want to see more of that. You know, I like to see a little bit of variety at card shows. Which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever talked to you about this.
What's up?
But I feel like the reason that we get so much heat for what we do, for what cards we collect and what cards we sell and stuff like that, I think we get so much heat is because we're operating in a sports card world. You know what I mean? If we were at a Comic-Con, if we just went to Comic-Cons, nobody would care. Nobody would say anything, right? If we went to non-sports card shows, nobody would say anything. But the fact that we operate within the sports card world makes us like outcast. And I think that's why we get a lot of heat. I don't know. I've just been thinking about that a lot lately.
Well, it's pretty crazy. I mean, you go and look in most people's cases now at card shows, and almost everyone now has like just a couple to a few non-sports cards now, which you would not have normally seen, you know, in the past.
Right. And I want to see more of it, to be honest.
That's all your fault, man.
That's like, don't say it. Don't say it. I didn't influence anybody, but no. Yeah, we have to have variety. You know what I mean? And these things are cool. It's cool to see different types of cards out there. It's cool to have, you know, I want to see a different selection when I go to card shows. I've complained about this before where I feel like I see the same old cards from table to table. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I like to see a variety. And I just think that people need to expand outside of sports cards. I think sports card shows should become card shows. Just card shows, and you can have every type of card you would want there. You know what I mean? You should be able to find it at a card show. Even at the Dallas card show, do you remember the side room, the Starlight room? That used to be almost exclusively pop culture cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put like all the pop culture people in there, and now they've expanded into the main room. And then that side room is full of like all sorts of different cards too, you know, sports cards, stuff like that. So I like to see the variety out there, and I hope that it continues to grow.
Me too. You know, I even sold a Hillary Swank autograph card on Saturday.
That was surprising. I couldn't believe that.
Hey, she's on the TV right now. She's a topical. Carlos, you guys give great information and content. Thank you so much, Carlos. Andrew Lee, do you guys know if poker player cards exist? Oh
yes,
my goodness. Yeah, you do know this.
Yes, because I met a professional poker player at a card show, and he was selling cards, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I play poker professionally." And I said, "Do they?" And I asked him, "Do they have cards of players?" And he's like, "Yes, they do." So I know they exist. I don't have any. I've never seen them, but I know they exist.
Oh, wow, interesting. James, I feel famous when you guys say my name on here. James. James Eslinger.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because he's famous.
Yeah, but you said it like trying to be like seductive about it.
Oh.
Uh-oh, guys, we're going to Mer World After Dark. Starting early again.
Because I have a big package.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes. You didn't realize it?
No.
That's what my sweater says.
I've seen that.
I bought it on his website, on Barry's website, Mr. Wood.
I've seen that meme, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one that was the clickbait meme from last year
wow.
during the pandemic. So I went to his site and went to a good cause. The money good.
Oh gosh, guys.
I also bought a ornament too.
Oh gosh. I bet Maria really likes that one, huh? Hanging on the tree.
You should see my other Christmas sweater. I almost was going to wear it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
all right. Keep it PG. This is a family show.
Let me just say it was pretty chesty.
This is a family show.
James again. James. You guys are super cool. It's fun listening to you guys. You're super cool too, dude.
One thing I'll say about this too is like we joke a lot, but I want to try to be as engaging with our supporters as possible. Like that's why we try to highlight as many comments as we can. We try to talk to you guys on Instagram. I always try to respond to as many DMs as I can because I think that's very important for us to stay engaged with the community and everything like that. So it's very important that we always acknowledge the people that support us because we wouldn't. I mean, we probably even if we had no supporters, we'd probably still be doing this, right? But it makes it so much more fun that people actually tune in and listen. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
like it wouldn't be as fun if we had like 2 people in the chat right now, right? But the fact that we have 53 people watching us right now, that's just awesome. And it's consistent every week. It's just awesome. That's why we love you guys. And that's why we do these giveaways and we try to acknowledge you guys as much as possible because you guys are part of what we're building here.
Temple Bird. Oh, new one. So with Pele in such bad health lately, should we expect a spike in his card prices when he passes? Well, of course, absolutely. That'll happen probably at the very beginning and probably last like a month. Just like Messi after he's won the World Cup. Same thing.
Yeah, it always happens. There's always a spike. It happened with Bill Russell when he passed away. But there's always a correction also. All right. So just keep that in mind. So like the time to buy is before they pass away. When they pass away, unless you're buying for your personal collection or for nostalgia or something like that, you don't, it's not a good, you've got a small window. You've got like maybe like 1 week to turn around and flip the card. Otherwise you'll probably end up holding it. But it's a play. A lot of people make that play.
Yeah, I sold a lot of Betty White autographs after she passed.
I sold a lot of Queen cards when she passed away, Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, no. And I had the Betty White autos. That was like the first. I sold like 2 of those at the Dallas show. Those were super popular. Papa Jim, for me, you guys have good content. It's informative, positive, and you can learn something. That's why I have to follow and come by to see you at the Dallas shows. Papa Jim, it's always great your energy is amazing. Love having you at our table. You're always welcome. Thank you very much for being part of the family.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Jim. And also, Jim, I got your Christmas card in the mail. He sent me a Christmas card.
Oh, nice.
Don't be jealous. He sent me a Christmas card. So I really appreciate that, Papa Jim, one of our biggest supporters.
Shavaki, same, love your content, guys. I am always learning. Ha, 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 ha. Thank you.
Appreciate that so much.
We're learning too, guys. We're always learning as well. Adrian T, what's your game plan for 23? Do some shows. We're going to maybe curate some events here in the local LA area. We'll tell you more about that coming soon. Dan, what else?
We've talked about this a little bit, but we're definitely going to be cutting down our show schedule from what we did this year, which is something I noticed a lot of people have been making videos about. A lot of people have been making videos like Troy and Blaise and others. They're saying, oh, we're going to go to less and less car shows next year. So we were way ahead of that because we were talking about that like 2-3 months ago. But we're definitely going to be doing the same, cutting back on the car shows. I think.
And we're also going to try some alternative shows too.
Yeah, alternative shows. I really want to go to a comic show and set up cards at a comic show. I'm super excited for the wrestling con.
Right.
Super excited for that. But also, we were talking about this over the weekend. I think we're going to be spending the next 6 months gearing up for the National. You know? Because our first experience setting up at the National was so crazy that going into next year's National, where we're going to have a bigger booth.
We're going to have 2 booths.
We're going to have more cases, so we need more inventory.
More inventory.
For me personally, I'm going to be gearing up for that. I'm starting now. I've been starting a month, like 2 months ago, getting the right inventory to bring to that show to really capitalize on that. Because what I learned from this year is that despite where the market is, people go to the national to do deals. Whether it's buy, sell, or trade, they go there. The activity level is insane. It's times 100. It doesn't matter where we are in the market cycle. It's crazy at the national. So I'm really going to be putting all my focus, gearing up to have the best and right inventory for the national in like July or whenever it is. Shoot, I lost my spot in the comments here. Okay.
What's your train of thought? ACRC, non-sports cards, is an untapped market, music, pop culture. Oh, do I know, brother? I sold a couple Snoop Dogs this weekend, actually. The Panini 95s. Those were super popular again. I sell those almost every show. You've seen me sell those, right?
Yeah.
CV Sports Cards. Can one of you open the Japanese Star Wars boxes?
Well, I don't have any.
I sold them all.
Yeah.
Adrian, you should have bought one from me and done it on your show. City by the Bay. Any sleepers for 23 we should keep an eye on?
Sleepers? For me, I think Disney. I've been saying Disney is gonna be hot for a while. Next year, I think they're coming out with Disney Lorcana, so people are gonna be collecting those cards. But I think vintage Disney cards is where I'm focused on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think wrestling's going to pick up still. I did pretty well. I talked to a lot of guys. I think the AEW Metal Universe will be a very popular of the AEW wrestling because of the PMGs. So everybody's going to want those. So that's going to make wrestling very more popular.
Oh, and, I think just wrestling in general. Yeah. Like you said, wrestling, I think, is still not mainstream yet. Wrestling cards, but I think that it's headed that way. I can see it.
And then I think Star Wars is going to be again because I'm at the Chrome Series, Galaxy Series 2 comes out very soon, and that's probably going to just bring Star Wars back to popularity again, modern and vintage. Andrew Lee, choose one: signed jersey versus signed ball.
I'm not sure what he's saying, but I'm going to say ball.
I say jersey. Because I heard Messi's jersey sold out like that all over the world.
I need one. I'm gonna get a Messi jersey. I like it a lot.
I heard it was just got wiped out. So there you go.
I'm definitely gonna get a Messi jersey.
Joe Champagne. I think 2023 is the year of vintage. I saw a ton of vintage this weekend and a ton of 50s and 60s pop culture. Beatles, actors, cut autos, etc. Everyone is following B2S. I guess that's between two slabs.
Yeah. Vintage is always a play. I've been saying that for months. That's no secret. And I think that this is the way that I think that it goes, right? If you're a new collector, if you're just getting into the hobby, you collect what's modern, what's relevant, which is modern cards. Your favorite team, your favorite player, your favorite show, whatever, right? You'll start collecting the modern stuff. And as you start to learn the hobby, the card game, you learn about rarity, about grading, about comps, pricing, all that stuff. You naturally transition and go back. You start to go back to the older stuff, the vintage stuff, because that's the most rare. That's usually the most expensive, the best place to put your money. So you naturally just go there. So vintage is always a play for me. That's why I kind of want to shift my inventory to like 50% vintage. I want to do like 50% modern, 50% vintage, where I think that's a good balance to have with your inventory, you know, because traditionally I would say like for me anyways, I've been like 80% modern, maybe 20% vintage at the heights, at the max, but between usually like 5 to 10% vintage, I would say. But I want to go deeper. I want to go like 50% of my inventory to be vintage, because I think that's just the way to go.
I was definitely. I mean, if you watch, this is, I guess, a shout out for me. If you watch Junk Wax Investor on YouTube, and you see his his pop culture stuff, and it's anything like 1990 and older, that the hottest, like the top 10 sales are vintage, the Batman cards, the Superman cards, the Mars. Remember the Mars Attacks cards? You've seen those? Those are starting to blow up now from that set, and these are all graded too. And you remember I had earlier this year I bought those Three Stooges cards?
Yeah,
like Mo, Larry, and Curly. Those are blowing up. Those are worth more now than when I sold those earlier this year.
That's a head scratcher to me because I just
They're
don't
really
understand
blowing
who's
up. They're
buying
always
Three
in the top
Stooges
10.
cards.
Dude,
Who's
they're
buying
super popular.
Yeah,
But I'm telling you, like, but
that
vintage
shocked me
pop
when you did
culture
that.
is in like the Disney cards like Dan has. They are really blowing up, and I notice like every week I start to watch, the prices are getting higher and higher, and the pop culture cards are getting more and more like into the thousands now. It started just like in the hundreds, and now these cards now are in the thousands.
Yeah, I actually just made a vintage purchase. I'm
What
not
was
going to
it?
say what it is
Oh,
because
okay. Dang
I
it.
need to have it in hand. I don't want it to get lost in the mail again.
Oh no.
But I made a substantial vintage purchase. I'll just tell you right now, the year. Without telling you what it is.
Okay.
I'll tell you what year it is. Okay, and I'm gonna let the viewers try to guess what it is. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a giveaway if somebody guesses what it is. But I'm just gonna say 1940 is the year. What it is. Okay, I don't have it in hand. I'm not gonna have it in hand for like another week or so. But I just made a substantial vintage purchase for that. Vintage is always a play. Vintage is always a play. The only thing about vintage, it's not exciting. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
why?
Because they don't make content about this stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like these players aren't playing anymore, and the vintage stuff. It's just more fun to collect modern. I'll just
now. Is this 1940? Is this sports or is this pop culture?
I'm not gonna say.
Can't even tell us that category.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna say. Well, I know one person in the chat knows. Adrian knows CV Sports Cards, but you're not eligible. Okay.
What? Not fair.
So you guys will see it when I have it in hand. I'm not even gonna answer it. I'm not even gonna answer it here. You guys will see it when I have it in hand because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. Okay.
My goodness. Andrew, have you guys seen the Oppenheimer trailer? Oh, yes, I have. Pretty cool.
I have not. So I can't comment on that. Sorry.
That's the Christopher Nolan movie. Dimension Collectibles. Dan, do you know if there are any toy shows in SoCal similar to card shows? Well, I'm sure there are all the time, aren't there?
The one that comes to mind is Frankensons, because you can pretty much get any toy you want at Frankensons.
Yeah, that is true.
But as far as an actual toy show, I would say I've been to like some small ones. I've been to like a robot toy show in Pasadena.
Yeah, you did.
Comic Cons always have a lot of toys. So any of the Comic Cons that we have here, and we're very lucky. We have San Diego, we have WonderCon, we have Designer Con, we have LA Comic Con. So we have a lot of Comic Cons here. So those always have a lot of toys, but I haven't seen like a dedicated toy show here in a long time. If you know any, let me know because I'd love to go.
Oh, most definitely. I'd love
Speaking
to.
of this, let me just take it. I had this idea. I want to try this out.
Okay.
Give me your thoughts on the comment section, guys, if you want to do this. But I'm going to turn this camera around, okay? So you can see this. You see that right there?
Oh, my gosh. Look at that mess.
Right there? And I have more. What I'm going to do
gosh.
What I'm going to do
I think Dan just lives in that room. It's like The Room. You like that movie where he's like locked up and he can't get out?
Yeah. I would never have to leave this room, to be honest. If I have a bathroom attached to this and I had food and water, I would never leave this room because I love it so much. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I want to do an Instagram live and do like a virtual card show Instagram live, show off my inventory that I have for sale. And any sale that I get, I'm gonna throw in these. I'm gonna let people pick these toys. I'm gonna have like a toy wall, like a toy, and they can just pick whatever they want as a bonus gift. I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, so let me know if you guys want to participate in that. We can do it. If you buy anything that I have, minimum like, I don't know, $20, whatever. And I ship it to you, I will let you pick out any of these toys. I got Star Wars, I got Marvel. I've got wrestling figures. So a lot of cool stuff in there. Okay. I think I might do that sometime this week.
Sounds good. Kotov, hello from Quebec, Canada. The light tone of your show is what makes you stand out from the other content creators. Keep the good work. Thank you. That's what we're trying to achieve.
We just try to have fun. Like some people, they make content where they try to be very in-depth with their discussion, and very informational, and that's cool. Some people try to be very provocative and try to like trigger you with their content, the trolls. You know who they are.
Yes.
Right. I don't think that's cool, but they have their audience. Some people want to be a little bit too kind of like stale, but for us, I think that we just have to entertain people. We just have to joke around. We give a little bit of information here and there. We answer questions, but for the most part, we just kind of hang out and have fun. And I love it. I love how our content has evolved. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, me too.
Our show has evolved where this can be like a like a roundtable discussion between everybody in the chat, you and me. We talk about all sorts of topics. We talk about cards. We talk about drama. We talk about movies, TV shows. It's just kind of evolved into a great podcast.
Yeah, I just feel like you just want to get to know us. You just know us like personally, and you're just like just tuning in to see what we're up to for the week.
Yeah, and it's such a great creative outlet for me personally, where I can just get on here and I can just talk about things that are in my mind and I can interact with people. I really look forward to this show every week, to be honest. And I counted how many shows we've done. We've done like over 60 shows.
I know, yes,
since we started, which is
I think almost 70. Yes.
Yeah, like I gotta say we're probably up there with some of the more established podcasters out there. We're probably up there in terms of episodes and consistency. I love it. My dream for Between Two Slabs is to become the premier podcast of the hobby.
There you go.
Me and Merlin, we're going to be on the national stage, the national convention stage at some point doing a podcast. I think it'd be great. I would still love to do a live podcast. If we could get enough people.
Well, they want us to do this in Dallas, that, but you're not going to, I don't think you're going to be there for the next one.
Not the next one, but March. Maybe we'll try to March.
But they're dying for us to do that.
Yeah, you'll hold it down for me. But I want to grow this. I love everything about this. I want to grow this. I got to take this off, but we have t-shirts now. Paper Gemz made t-shirts for us. So we're going to grow this, guys, for sure. And all you OG supporters, you guys are going to be along for the ride for sure.
Yeah, it's great seeing all these people weekly, every single week. Always good talking to them and see what they're up to as well. It's good to have this like immersive, show. Definitely. City by the Bay. Dan, how much of your focus is on sealed wax?
Like 1%, like I have a little bit of seal wax here and there. I don't invest in it a lot. I flip it mostly. And the ones that I have for display are my personal ones. So like I've got like G.I. Joe boxes. I've got the Marvel boxes. You can see there, the X-Men boxes, things like that. But it's just like a small percentage of my collection, just because it takes up a lot of space. And, I'm more focused on cards and other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got some guesses for my card, for my 1940s card here.
City by the Bay just says World War II, laughing out loud. Axel C. Superman. Oh, I have a feeling. Yes. Mr. Flocculator, Lone Ranger card. I don't even think Dan knows who the Lone Ranger is. Do you?
I do. I know Lone.
Oh, you do? Okay.
The Lone Ranger and Tonto, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I like those. Okay, so here's one thing about me. For some reason, I really like these, I don't know what you call it, like the pulp action type heroes from like the old days. Like I love.
Yeah, like the serials.
Yeah, even though this is not from like the 1940s, it's still like that old theme. But I love like the Rocketeer. So here's my four guys, okay? Rocketeer, Dick Tracy, the Phantom, and I think there's somebody. That's it. Flash Gordon. Those are my 4 old timey superheroes that I just love to follow.
Oh, yeah.
So I could definitely appreciate I'll put the Lone Ranger in there. I'll put 5. I just love that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I loved watching those when I was a kid. Carlos with Jackie Robinson. James, it is Olympic runner. 1940 Olympics. Maybe.
So everybody's guessing. So I'm not gonna reveal it until I have it in hand because I don't want to jinx it, guys. Okay, but I'll show you.
It's just gonna be a bunch of guesses on naming. Carlos closing in on 100 shows. I know show 100th will be great. It'll be fire.
Oh, we're gonna make it a party. When we get to 100, and I'm loosely keeping track of this. So if we get close and somebody's keeping track, let us know. But we'll do a giveaway. We'll do a big party. We'll do a giveaway for that for sure.
Yeah, I need a count. CD by the Bay, Between Two Slabs, pay-per-view coming soon. 2023. Isn't it a PLE now? Not a pay-per-view. PLE?
We'll do an OnlyFans version of
oh my God, we'll get kicked off now. I'll really have a big package then.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
People are still guessing.
Of course, you've got them interested, Dan.
Okay, so I think we got to
jokes at the end. 1940 Gum Inc. PSA 2, Adrian. And then Joe Champagne says it's a 1940 Merlin big package card. Hilarious, Joe. Oh my God. Andrew Lee, TGC and Merle dual auto in the works. Maybe.
if you guys want merch, we can create merch for you guys. I have these stands from Stand Up Displays. They're actually on their website. The guy who runs Stand Up Display, his name is Dan, also, and I think he's trolling me a little bit, but he's a super nice guy and he likes me. He put this on his website, so you can actually go on to Stand Up Display's website, and this is one of their SKUs on there that you can click and order and you can buy it. So we do have merch. I do have my my YouTube t-shirt store where you can buy my my PMG t-shirt that I always wear. You can buy one of those.
Yeah. Now you're gonna have like some NFTs like Trump did for $99.
Okay, I didn't want to bring that up. But isn't that guy like 2 years late to the NFT game?
Yes.
Like everybody was doing that in the beginning of NFTs where you came out with your own NFT and you sold out right away, right? Everybody had Rob Gronkowski had one, right? Logan Paul had one. Gary Vee had one. All these dudes. Steve Aoki had ones.
Oh, of course.
And then the NFT market crashed and nobody talks about NFTs anymore. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump comes out with his. I just thought it was hilarious. I did not buy one. Okay. I don't want to get any comments about this. I did not buy any of those. All right. But wow. I mean, crazy that talk about a cash grab. You know what I mean?
Right.
Interesting there. Okay. So let's not get into that because I think that's going to trigger a lot of people.
Yeah, right? That's a whole nother story. We'll have to do that for another show because I have a whole lot of information on it.
And then don't forget here, I got to take this off, guys.
Okay. Take it off. Take it off.
I'm not going to take this off.
Take it off.
Don't forget,
we do have this. Woo.
We do have this Between Two Slabs. This is our collab with Paper Gemz. So these are available on his website also, I think. Right?
Yes, so they are.
We do have a little bit of merch
Paper
out there.
Gemz with a Z.
Yeah, if you guys want more and you guys are willing to support us, we will give us your ideas. Let us know. We'll make it, whatever. I want to see at the next Dallas card show, I want to see like an army of a BTS army of people out there with t-shirts and curator stands and all sorts of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
All sorts of stuff. And I know I got to get on it. I know I got to make stickers. Everybody has stickers to give away, so I got to do that too.
Yes, you do.
So as we continue to grow this and we get more support, I promise you guys, we will have all that stuff available to you guys. If there's demand for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Merch hats. Carlos says merch hats. Yeah. whatever you guys want. We can make it. We can make it because
underwear.
I have people contacting us contacting me about like doing collabs and stuff like that. So we can definitely do it. I want to show this off real quick too.
Okay.
Okay.
What's he gonna show?
So, my friend Jeremiah from the Hoopery. Okay.
Hoopery?
He gave me this t-shirt.
Oh, okay, right.
Isn't this sick?
It is.
It's a green PMG of Luka Doncic's t-shirt.
Okay? Oh wow.
So this is going to be available soon on his website. So he gave me this, but
is that the same person who made your card?
No, this is different.
Okay,
different. So he wants to do a collab where he makes us a merch shirt for us. So maybe that could be the next one.
Oh, okay? Love it.
Yeah. So we have this stuff out there. If you guys didn't know, we do have this stuff out there for people, and if you guys want to support us, that'd be awesome. I definitely appreciate it. Anybody who buys one of my stands, okay, or my t-shirt, I'm gonna send you guys cool stuff. You know what I mean? There's one person that bought one of these. I have one person that has bought one of these stands. He goes by Sasquatch. It's hard for me to say it. Sasquatch cards on Instagram.
Is he from Washington?
Where he's from? I don't even know where he's from. Like Kentucky or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe since
somewhere on the East Coast. But he bought one of my stands. He's the first person to buy one of these. So
oh wow,
super cool.
And admire.
Yeah, it's always flattering when people support us, and I appreciate that so much for you guys. Also, since we're talking about this now, if you guys want us to do like, I've toyed with the idea of doing like exclusive content for people. So if you guys want us to form some type of membership or anything like that, where you guys can do stuff like that, we can definitely come up with some creative stuff for you guys, and we can be more interactive. If you guys like the engagement part, we can definitely be more interactive with you guys about this, and we can play around with those ideas for sure.
Nice.
Okay, so last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna open this. This is my birthday / Christmas gift from Merlin. You gave this to me over the weekend. I'm gonna open this live so you guys can either see my excitement or you can see my disappointment.
Oh no, don't do that.
All right. And then you have to pick a winner for your giveaway.
Yes, I have three winners.
Yeah, the people that have been waiting patiently. I'm gonna make you guys wait a little bit longer, but we will pick 3 winners. Okay.
I think half of them have to pee.
Okay, so I'm just gonna rip this open here. Oh, okay. It's a cardboard box, which I gotta get into.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a few things in there.
Excellent wrapping job for sure.
You.
Okay, so I need to get something.
I'm an excellent rapper.
Give me a second.
Oh yes, I put some industrial tape on there. You're gonna have to. Merlin's package. I told you I had a big package, folks.
It's not that big, guys.
What? Okay, he's opening it. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's in there, folks. Thank you. My wrapping skills are on point.
Here? What could it be? Let's see here.
What is it, Dan?
Oh, hold on now. All right, it's a whole gift package, guys.
Yeah, okay. Gift packages.
Awesome. Okay. He got me this is awesome. He got me a Funko Pop Yoda snowman.
Yeah, snowman.
This is an exclusive too. Awesome. Yep. Check that out. I like that. Okay, this is gonna go great with my Christmas decor, so that's really cool. Oh, look at this! I was contemplating getting some of these. 2 boxes of the Topps Star Wars 206 cards.
Yeah, so they're different waves. One's a wave 1 and one's a wave 2.
Awesome. I mean, 10 cards per box. So I'll do a live unboxing of this. So this is super
the
cool.
wave 1, the chasing, that's Luke Skywalker. Wave 2 is Darth Vader.
Wow. Okay, awesome. And then, oh, look at this, Adrian. Look at this right there.
Star Wars box.
Star Wars.
So now you can do a live opening of it.
I'm definitely going to rip this off. I'm definitely going to rip this live. So check it out. Okay, Adrian, you got your wish. I will open this live for you guys. So
yay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday and Merry Christmas, Dan.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Been a great 2022 with you, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah,
Right.
it's been a great year. Next week we will do our year-end show and we'll reflect on all the craziness that has happened.
Yeah, I'll be coming live, I guess, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'll be still with my folks.
So we'll do
on
that
the other
for
side
sure.
of the country.
We'll try. I'm reading some of these comments here. They're ridiculous. All right, so you want to pick your winners now?
Yeah, we'll go one by one here. So the first one I'll be giving away is the negative here with this card. So the actual card along with the negative. So there's a 2-card thing here. It comes with COA, sort of. And Dan, I'm going to ask you to give me a number between 1 and 16.
Okay, you mean Santa Curator?
Santa Curator.
Curator is here.
Please, I hope y'all are in the chat room. So after I announce the winner, please confirm that you're in the chat room and that you want this prize. And then if you do, then message me on Instagram with your full name and correct mailing address. Okay. So Dan, give me a number.
If they're not currently in the chat room, they're not going to win.
They're not going to win. No.
Okay. So I have to pick a number.
Because I got to mail this out tomorrow, guys, because I'm going to North Carolina on Thursday morning. So I need to mail this out tomorrow. So Merry Christmas to you all.
Okay. 1 to 16, you said.
1 to 16 for this first prize.
All right. So if you guys want to mentally project your number into my head, I'll give you 5 seconds to do it.
Okay.
While I stroke my beard. My Santa beard.
Gosh, that looks really kinky.
Feels good. All right.
Cosplay with your wife as Santa.
Hey. Let's not go there. Okay. So for the first winner, I'm going to go with number 9.
Number 9. It's Warren 2x9, I think. Warren 2x9, are you in the house? Please message me. Warren 2x9.
You get 10 seconds. We're gonna do 10 seconds. 10
you get
seconds.
This, Warren.
Okay, I'm doing the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warren 2x9.
Warren, last call. Going once, going twice.
Nope, he's not here. Okay,
sorry.
Ugh.
Okay, let's go with number 5.
Number 5, Jake Ryan OC.
Oh, Jake won it.
Jake Ryan, are you in the house, Jake Ryan? Please be here.
I know Jake, don't come because I know you want the Yoda.
Jake Ryan.
I can't call you again.
Jake Ryan here. Okay, Jake, message me on Instagram and I'll mail this out to you tomorrow, okay?
All right. So that's one winner. What's next?
The next one is the Yoda sketch card.
This is the one Jake wanted. This is one. Maybe you guys
Sleeping Baby Yoda, okay?
Okay. So this one I'm gonna pick number 14.
14 ACRC. ACRC in the house.
ACRC. Are you here?
ACRC. I saw them in the chats. That's why they're on here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. ACRC going once, going twice.
ACRC, I don't know where he is.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he's here. He's here. Okay, you got it. Okay, ACRC. Message me on Instagram, give me your full name and mailing address, and I'll mail this out to you tomorrow. Okay, congratulations.
Okay, hey,
all right, and then the final one, we got a set of these.
I like this. This is fun.
Woo.
Okay,
set of these cards, all in cases and everything. It's a whole set of these Topps package cards, special edition. It's the Mandalorian set and everything. Really cool stuff. Yoda's in there. Darth Vader. I think, like I said, the Mandalorian, wherever the hell he is, there is the Mandalorian. Really cool cards. Look like the packages from the 1970s. So this is the final prize for tonight for my 800 subscribers. So Dan, let me make sure I got ACRC out of there. So choose a number 1 through 16.
All right, 1 through 16.
That we haven't chosen yet.
I'm gonna pick lucky number 13.
13 is 25 Perez, TTM. 25 Perez.
Oh, he won one of my giveaways too.
Oh, he has 2. Wow, he's a lucky dude.
Yeah,
25 Perez, are you in the house?
I'm going to give you 10 seconds. There he is.
He's in the house, yes. Okay, 25 Perez, message me on Instagram at Merworld Cards, all 3 of you all. Make sure you tell me what you won and give me your full name and your correct mailing address. Like I said, I'll mail this out tomorrow before I leave to North Carolina to see my family for the Christmas holidays, okay? So thank y'all all. 25 Perez, he's like his lucky dude. Santa loves his beard.
I think his name is Luis because he won one of my giveaways, and I was packaging his giveaway today, and I think he won one in your giveaway last night, right? In the other chat?
No, it was someone else.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, that was Vintage Lord.
Oh,
Canada.
Right.
He won my Pixar box. I'll be shipping all that tomorrow, but he's in Canada. I got to ship that at Canada. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Yes, Dan, you got any parting words?
We'll wrap it up. I just want to say I'll probably be live later this week, but if we don't see you guys, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, whatever holiday that you guys celebrate. We hope that you guys have a great week. Spend time with your family, spend time with your loved ones, your friends. Enjoy the hobby, collect what you like, pump what you like. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. It's just been a great time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I guess we'll do the last show of 2022 next Tuesday. So we'll love to hear what you got for Christmas. If you got some cool toys or cards or whatever presents or a lump of coal, who knows? Will share with us, please, next Tuesday, last show of 2022. So everyone, happy holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is. And even if you don't celebrate, just have a good time, folks.
Yeah. And get drunk on the weekend and have fun.
And be safe.
Says Santa. All right, guys. See you next week.
Bye, Santa.